Next property. This is the property. Next one. We can say this is the property number 4. Integral 0 to a f of x dx. Integral 0 to a f of x dx. We can write it as integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Integral 0 to a f of x dx is equals to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Just how to proceed? I am taking the substitution as a minus x is equals to t. A minus x is equals to t. From right hand side I am going to prove the left hand side. A minus x is equals to t. Now we can write minus dx is equals to dt. So we are getting dx is equals to minus dt. Now according to the substitution we have to change the limits or not. What is the lower limit? X is equal to 0. If you put x is equal to 0, you will get t is equals to a. What is the upper limit? X is equal to a. When x is equals to a, we are getting t is equal to 0. Right? So 0 to a changes as a to 0. So because of these substitutions, this particular integral changes as 0 to a changes as a to 0. F of, because in place of a minus x we are writing t, f of t. In place of dx we have to write minus dt. According to the second property, I want to remove minus sign. If you want to remove minus sign, what to do? Interchange the limits. Now this is equals to integral 0 to a f of t dt. What is the first property saying? First property, definite integral is independent of change of variable. So change the variable. This is equals to integral 0 to a, in place of t we can write other variable. That other variable I am writing it as x. So that's what integral 0 to a f of x dx is same as integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Very important property. So based on this particular property, I am going to discuss one application. All of you pay attention here. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx is the same as integral 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx. That's what in the earlier classes when I am discussing the values formula, after discussion of reduction formula I discussed the values formula. There if sin is there or cos is there, no change, same. The reason is this particular property. You can observe here integral 0 to pi by 2, apply the property. What is the property? In place of x we can write a minus x. So that's why this we can write it as sin 90 minus x dx. Now that is equals to integral 0 to pi by 2 sin 90 minus x is nothing but cos x dx. Right? So that is the application of that particular property. Let us have another question discussion. The question is like this: integral 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x whole to the power of n dx. How to proceed this integration? Let us say that is equals to I. We can't find out this integral, but apply the property. Sir, what property we have to apply? In place of x we have to write 1 minus x. Come on, in place of x write on 1 minus x. This is equal to 0 to 1. In place of x I am writing 1 minus x. Wherever x is there I am writing 1 minus x. I think so everyone followed. Now we can write this one as integral 0 to 1 minus x into x power n. This integration we can't find out, but this integration we can do it. The reason is this we can write it as integral 0 to 1 x power n minus x power n plus 1 dx. X power n multiplied inside. Now you know the integration of x power n and x power n plus 1 integration also. Let's another problem here. The problem is given in this way. I is equals to integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x whole to the power of 3 by 2 divided by sin x whole to the power of 3 by 2 plus cos x whole to the power of 3 by 2. So that is the question. Integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x whole to the power of 3 by 2 by sin x whole to the power of 3 by 2 plus cos x whole to the power of 3 by 2. Now apply the property, the same I, because in objective exam how to do this question, this is the procedure I am discussing for subjective exam, right? This we can write it as integral 0 to pi by 2. In place of x I am writing upper limit minus x. That's why sin 90 minus x whole power 3 by 2 divided by sin 90 minus x whole power 3 by 2 plus cos 90 minus x power 3 by 2 dx. Now we can write this one as integral 0 to pi by 2 sin 90 minus x is cos x power 3 by 2 divided by cos x whole power 3 by 2 plus sin x whole power 3 by 2 dx. That is I. Let us say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. If you observe equation 1 and equation 2 carefully, here denominator same. Add 1 plus 2 implies equation 1 plus equation 2 implies 2y is equals to integral 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. Same denominator. Add the numerator sin x whole power 3 by 2 plus cos x whole to the power of 3 by 2 by the same. Cancel, you will get 1 dx. Integration of dx is equal to x. Limits are from 0 to pi by 2. That's why you will get the answer as pi by 2 minus 0. Pi by 2 minus 0 is the answer for 2i. But we require I. I is nothing but this integral is equal to pi by 2 divided by 2. That is equals to pi by 4. Directly we can write the answer. Whenever the problem appears in this form, directly we can write the answer as upper limit divided by 2. Upper limit divided by 2 is the answer. Let us have another discussion here. Integral 0 to pi by 2 1 by 1 plus root of tan x dx. Now I can write the answer for this question as pi by 4, upper limit divided by 2. The reason is you can see here integral 0 to pi by 2. This particular question we can write it as root of cos x divided by root of cos x plus root of sin x dx. Same, we can write the answer as upper limit divided by 2. So that's why how to remember this particular idea. The particular idea we can remember or we can write here as a technique as integral 0 to a f of x divided by f of x plus f of a minus x. Integral 0 to a f of x by f of x plus f of a minus x is there. We can write the answer as directly upper limit divided by 2. That's what earlier we discussed. Here sin x by sin x plus this is sin 90 minus x. Sin x by sin x plus sin 90 minus x. That's why the answer is 90 divided by 2 is the answer. So in the same type, one more question you can observe here. So the question is given in this form. Integral 0 to pi by 2 3 into sin x whole to the power of 7 plus 9 into cos x whole to the power of 7 divided by sin x whole to the power of 7 plus cos x whole to the power of 7. Let us see how to proceed this question. That is I. The same I we can write it as integral 0 to pi by 2 3 into cos x whole to the power of 7 plus 9 into sin x whole to the power of 7 divided by cos x whole to the power of 7 plus sin x whole to the power of 7. I hope so everyone followed. Because in place of x we are writing 90 minus x. Sin 90 minus x is cos x. Cos 90 minus x is sin x. Sin 90 minus cos. Cos 90 minus sin. Now add both the equations. If you add both the equations, what happens? 2y is equals to integral 0 to pi by 2. Here 9 times plus 3, 12 times. 3 times plus 9, 12 times. That's why you will get 12 into integration of dx. Same denominators. We are adding 12 times the denominator, you will get. Denominator, numerator cancel, we will get 12 dx. So we can write this one as 12 into x upper limit pi by 2. Therefore we are getting I is equals to 12 into pi by 2 divided by 2. That is equals to, you will get the answer as 3 pi. So directly we can write the answer as 9 plus 3, 12. 9 plus 3, 12 into upper limit divided by 2 we can write. Now can you say the answer in this case? Integral 0 to pi by 2. The question is given like this. 5 into secant x whole to the power of 10 plus 10 into cosecant x whole to the power of 10 divided by secant x whole to the power of 10 plus cosecant x whole to the power of 10. Can you tell me what is the answer directly we can write for this? The answer for this is 5 plus 10 is 15 into upper limit divided by 2. Right? So that is the way to proceed problems based on that particular idea. So let's another important model here. This is the question given, integral 0 to 1 cot inverse of 1 minus x plus x square dx. So very important question given in previous years IIT question, this one. Right, observe here. To do this question, because some of the students they don't have an idea about the inverse trigonometric functions, that's why earlier also I discussed cot inverse x. In the positive case, when x is positive, we can write tan inverse of 1 by x. Cot inverse x, we can write it as tan inverse of 1 by x. At the same time, one more information, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equals to pi by 2. And one more information is tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. We can write this one as tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Not so difficult to remember this particular information. The reason is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Tan of A plus B formula. That's why tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So I hope so everyone know about this information, and then I am proceeding this particular question. Right, this we can write it as integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of 1 by 1 minus x plus x square. Right? So that we can write it as integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of, that we can write it as, just first of all observe the denominator, 1 minus x into 1 minus x. Denominator we can write like that or not? Whenever you are writing the denominator in this form, numerator we can write it as x plus 1 minus x. That's what I discussed. Tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. We can write this one as integration of 0 to 1 tan inverse x plus tan inverse 1 minus x dx. Now almost the problem is going to be complete. This we can write it as integral 0 to 1 tan inverse x plus integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of 1 minus x dx. Can anyone say what we can write this one? In place of x, upper limit minus x. If you apply the property, then both become same or not? In place of x, I am writing 1 minus x. according to the property. Both are become same. That's why we can write that one as 2 times integral 0 to 1 tan inverse x dx. I hope so you can proceed this one by integration by parts, because into 1 apply by parts, you will get the answer. Okay. So another property we are going to discuss. So this is the question given like this: integral 0 to infinity dx divided by 1 plus x square into 1 plus x to the power of 5. So this is another question, not property. Now what substitution we have to take? Can anyone say? The substitution what I am going to do is x is equals to tan theta, or x is equals to tan theta means we have to write dx is equal to secant square theta d theta. When x is equals to 0, you will get theta is equal to 0. When x is tending to infinity, theta is tending to pi by 2. That's why x is equals to infinity means you will get theta is equals to pi by 2. So because of that, the limits changes as 0 to pi by 2. In place of dx we have to write secant square theta into d theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta into 1 plus tan x whole to the power of 5. Secant square theta cancel. We will get that simplification as integral 0 to pi by 2 cos x whole to the power of 5 divided by cos x whole to the power of 5 plus sin x whole to the power of, what we can write the answer? Yes, it is in the form of f of x by f of x plus f of 90 minus x. So we can write this one as upper limit divided by 2 as an answer. Now this one we can consider as property number 5, integral a to b f of x dx. Integral a to b f of x dx is equals to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Integral a to b f of x dx is equals to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. In place of x we are writing a plus b minus x. Now this proof is the same. In place of a plus b minus x is equals to t. Take this substitution. According to this substitution, change the limits. You will get the proof of this property, just like the earlier property proof. Now this is the problem you can take here. Integral pi by 6 to pi by 3 1 by 1 plus root of tan x. That is the question. Integral pi by 6 to pi by 3 1 plus root of tan x 1 by. First of all, I will discuss this question how to do in the board exam. After that we will discuss how to write the answer directly. Let us say this is equals to I. Now that I is equals to integration of pi by 6 to pi by 3 root over cos x divided by root over cos x plus root over sin x dx. Call it as equation number 1. Apply the property. Array property application means in place of x we have to write a plus b minus x. In place of x we have to write a plus b minus x. A is pi by 6, b is pi by 3, pi by 6 plus pi by 3 means 90 minus x. Then what happens? The same I is equals to integration of pi by 6 to pi by 3. We are writing 90 minus x. Cos 90 minus x is sin x divided by root of sin x plus root of cos x dx. Now this is equation 1, say this is equation 2. Add those two equations. 2i is equals to pi by 6 to pi by 3. Add same denominator, add numerator. You will get the answer as 1 dx. That is equals to x. Limits are from pi by 6 to pi by 3. That is equals to pi by 3 minus pi by 6 is the answer for 2i. Therefore, you will get I is equal to pi by 3 minus pi by 6 divided by 2. What is the answer we got? We got the answer as upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. So that is directly we can do the answer for objective exams. Upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. So we can remember this particular formula, integral a to b f of x divided by f of x plus f of a plus b minus x dx. Integral a to b f of x by f of x plus f of a plus b minus x dx. We can write directly the answer as upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. F of x by f of x plus f of a plus b minus x. We can write the answer as upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. So based on this information, just I want to discuss the question which is given in previous years. This is the question, integration of root of log 2, root of log 3 into x into f of x square dx divided by f of x square plus f of log 6 minus x square. That is the question. So what I am doing here is I am taking the substitution as x square is equals to t. X square is equals to t means you will get x dx is equals to dt divided by 2. Then how the question changes? The question changes as whenever x is equal to root log 2, t becomes log 2. Whenever x is equal to root log 3, t becomes log 3. So how the limits changes? The limits changes as log 2 to log 3. In place of x square we have to write t. That's why f of t. In place of x dx we have to write dt divided by 2 by f of t plus f of log 2 plus log 3 minus t. Agree or not? Log 6 can be written as log of 2 into 3. Log mn we can write log m plus log n. That's why log 2 plus log 3 minus t. Observe here, f of x by f of x plus f of a plus b minus x. So what we can write the answer directly? Answer directly we can write 1 by 2 into, because already here 1 by 2 is there. 1 by 2 into upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2 is the answer. So you will get the answer as 1 by 4 into logarithm of 3 by 2 is the answer for that particular question. Let's have another question here. So with these two questions I am going to conclude this particular idea. Integral 0 to pi by 4 logarithm of 1 plus tan x dx. Okay, so apply the property here. I is equals to, that we can write it as integral 0 to pi by 4. Property I am applying logarithm of 1 plus, in place of x I am writing tan pi by 4 minus x. That we can write again as integral 0 to pi by 4 logarithm of 1 plus, you know the formula for tan a minus b. Tan a minus b formula is tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. Tan 45 value is 1. That's why you will get 1 minus tan x divided by 1 plus tan x. Now that is equals to integral 0 to pi by 4 logarithm of 2 divided by 1 plus tan x dx. Agree or not? Now the same I we can write it as I is equals to integral 0 to pi by 4 logarithm of 2 minus integral 0 to pi by 4 logarithm of 1 plus tan x dx. What happens? The same question we got again. This is nothing but I. That's why we can write 2i is equals to log 2 into integral 0 to pi by 2 dx. That is equals to log 2 into integration of dx is x upper limit minus lower limit. Therefore we got the answer as pi by 4 into log 2 is the answer for that particular question. Let's have the last question discussion for this class. So the question is given like this, integral 0 to pi by 2 2 times log sin x minus logarithm of sin 2x dx. 2 into log sin x minus log sin 2x dx. Yes, this can be written as integral 0 to pi by 2 into log sin x minus log 2 minus log sin x minus log cos x. I hope so everyone followed this step. Followed or not? Are sin 2x can be written as 2 sin x cos x. Log a b c can be written as log of a b c can be written as log a plus log b plus log c. That's why. Now here 2 times log sin x minus log sin x. That's why you will get integral 0 to pi by 2 logarithm of sin x dx minus log 2 into integral 0 to pi by 2 dx minus integral 0 to pi by 2 logarithm of cos x dx. Our problem is over because these two are same, cancel. As I discussed in the first question, sin x or cos x is their same and limits from 0 to pi by 2. So that's why the log sin x here log cos x both gets cancelled. You will get the answer as minus log 2 into integration of dx is x upper limit. So that's why you will get the answer as minus pi by 2 into log 2 is the answer. So these are the few applications based on first 5 properties. Okay, so you must thorough with these properties. You have to know the proofs of the properties. Let's in the next class we are going to discuss about the other properties. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.